Yankees Red Sox begins again at Fenway Park. This might be the Red Sox ace is on the mound against maybe the worst starter in the Yankees rotation. And the Yankees are a favorite in the baseball game. So it would not surprise me if you say there is some value on Boston. But again, that speaks volumes to where this Boston Red Sox team is currently in terms of perception and power rating throughout Major League Baseball. Is the value on Boston tonight?
I don't know if the value's on Boston because it's one of those haves and have-nots, Kevin. I think the perception here for the Boston Red Sox is they're not going to challenge for a playoff spot. And if you're looking at the New York Yankees, you actually have some motivation, Kevin. I was seeing some screenshots there across Twitter and social media saying percentage points now favor the Houston Astros as the number one overall seed in the AL. So maybe a bit of a motivating factor here for the Yankees to get started again. But initially looking at this game at the FanDuel Sportsbook, you see a 9.5 as a total. It sounds about right. Windy conditions, not really tonight. It is blowing in about 5 to 6 miles an hour. Not extremely hot, only about 71, 72 degrees showing here at first pitch. But if you look at the lineup, you just say to yourself, the Yankees should be able to get the Eovaldi. I get that. But over the past month, the lineup hasn't performed all that well, Kevin, against right-handed pitching. DJ LeMahieu's got a 411 weighted on base percentage. Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge. He's off the charts. And Anthony Rizzo has actually had a pretty good month against right-handed pitching. But the rest of that lineup, again, it seems like we're slipping back into that where we talked about in April and May. Hey, man, you got a pretty good 1-2-3 punch up top, but nothing from the back end of that lineup for the Yankees. Because if we take a look, starting with Donaldson in the 4-hole tonight, look at these weighted on base percentages to finish out the lineup. Donaldson at 276, Benintendi at 327, Torres 258, Hicks 276, Trevino 237, Kiner Falefa 231. 325 is the Major League Baseball average. That's terrible. But if you flip it over to Boston, it's not like it's all roses on this side either. Domingo Germán hasn't been a great pitcher by any stretch, Kevin, over the past month, a high xFIP number, and he's getting torched by right-handed batters. But again, the same thing we just talked about the Yankees. Outside of Devers with a 386 weighted on base percentage, along with Hosmer and Arroyo, everybody else has been terrible against right-handed pitching. This game should be a carbon copy, send it, print it, over. But I'm having second thoughts that they can get to 10 runs just because the batters don't seem to be as hot as where they were just a few short weeks ago.
Eovaldi has really struggled at Fenway this year. He was the starter on the mound for the 28-run Toronto Blue Jay game. That ERA is almost at a 7 this year, and that's not the only performance where he was lit up. It's expensive. Usually you want a hitter prop parlay to be, probably minus 110 or less. But DJ LeMahieu and Aaron Judge is minus 135 right now. Both good career numbers against Eovaldi. Two guys that, the back end of that lineup you mentioned you don't trust as much, but maybe those two guys you do. That's, I think, one way you could look at Yanks Red Sox.